Time for the dancing fool, Bullwinkle.
Again?
Well, Bullwinkle's career as a football player had quite a setback last time when Coach Canute said...
Well, Moose, do you think you can pass?
I don't know. I'll study hard.
No, I mean a forward pass.
Oh, that. Sure. How's this?
And Bullwinkle lofted a forward pass that didn't travel more than 10 feet.
That's a forward pass.
It went forward, didn't it?
Turn in your suit, Moose.
No, wait. I think I know what's wrong, Coach. Let me send her the ball.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Hut!
Now, Bullwinkle! Ellie!
Well, it was the alley-oop that did it. The football zoomed into the air, down the field, over the goalpost, out of the stadium, and across the campus toward the administration building.
Now, Chancellor, this here stadium will cost you only $7 million, and we can start building on...
A lot of money, Mr. Herdlicker. I don't think we... What's that?
It's a football.
How did it get here?
Offhand, I'd say it was thrown here by your new fullback.
Well, don't just stand there, Herdlicker. Build something.
And immediately, work started on a brand-new stadium for Wassamata. While on the practice field, Bullwinkle and Rocky worked out with the rest of the team.
Ollie!
Oh, I got it!
Gee, not so hard, Bullwinkle. That's the third pass receiver we've lost today.
We don't lose him, Rock. They pick him up in the next county.
But passing wasn't Bullwinkle's only football talent. When he put his head down and charged, he could take out one whole side of the opposing line.
That's what I like, a player who uses his head.
It's also good for hanging hats on.
Came time for Wassamata first game with the Watchmakers Technical Institute.
Or as it is known, tick-tock-tick.
It wasn't a game. It was a slaughter.
Ellie!
Ooh!
Ellie!
A minute before the end of the game, with Wassamata leading 66-0, Coach Canute took Bullwinkle out. Immediately, things were different. In the next 60 seconds, Tick-Tock-Tech scored 60 points. But then the final gun sounded. Well, a big upset like that didn't go unnoticed.
Whoa! Look what the newspapers say about the game, Rock.
I don't see anything.
Look down here. Wassamata 66, tick-tock 60.
The type's too small for me to read.
But as the season progressed, the headlines got bigger and bigger.
Wassamata U, 90. Barely normal, 0.
Wassamata 89, Purdy Polly 0.
Wassamata, 150. DuQuoin's Grammar School, 0.
Little mix-up in the schedule there.
Wassamata was the only team in the nation which was undefeated and untied.
Not untied, we're just a little loose is all.
But on television, every silver lining has a dark cloud, and our show is no different. For in a downtown bat cave in a large city, some professional gamblers were posting betting odds on next week's game.
Oh, boy. You see the odds on Wassamata U? 200 to 1.
Incredible.
Well, Natasha, this is it. This is the time for me to turn over a new leaf.
What?
You know how I am, honey bun. Always destroying things, wrecking them, smashing them up.
Yes.
Well, now I'm going to do just the opposite of breaking things.
You mean?
Yes, I'm going to fix a game.
Meanwhile, it wasn't all cleats and shoulder pads for our heroes. Eager to make good grades, they really had to burn the midnight oil.
How come we're burning the midnight oil, Rock?
They turn off the electricity at 10 o'clock.
Oh, knit 1 pearl 2, knit 2 pearl 1, knit 1 pearl 2.
What are you doing, Bullwinkle?
Studying for a test.
In what?
My toughest class, advanced crocheting. Knit 1, knit 2, pearl 1, pearl 2.
Yeah, but why so fast?
I'm cramming.
Not that life at Wassamata was all work and no play. There were lots of typical collegiate good fellowship and hijinks.
Howdy, fellers. How about seeing how many of us can pile into a phone booth?
I don't think we've met, old boy.
I know, but how about some typical collegiate good fellowship and hijinks? We could all go over to my place and swallow goldfish.
But...
There's enough for everybody. I just got my allowance.
You must be insane. Come on, chaps. We're all going over to picket Norman Mailer at the Student Union.
Gee, Bullwinkle.
What am I gonna do with 300 goldfish?
But he had an even more serious problem.
Well, Natasha, it's great to be back on the campus.
Back? Boris, you went to college? Penn State?
No, State Penn.
But how are we going to convince Moose he should lose a football game?
We got secret weapon, honey bun.
Oh, I love secrets. Let's see.
Here is secret weapon.
Boris, is me.
And thus it was that next day when Bullwinkle and Rocky left the practice field, they were confronted by a weeping figure.
Boo-hoo-hoo.
Hold it, Bullwinkle. That sounds like a lady in distress.
So,
Gee, didn't you ever read the Hero's Handbook?
I can never get past the picture of General MacArthur on the cover.
Well, Chapter 2 says we should always help ladies in distress.
Hi there, lady. Are you in distress?
Distress, that dress, who cares? I'm distraught.
Do we help ladies in distraught?
What's the trouble?
It's about next Saturday's game.
With Hard Knocks College. Don't worry, we'll mobilize them.
That's just it. My little brother is on that team.
Your brother?
Crazy Legs Kalbfuss. And if Hard Knocks doesn't win Saturday, they'll throw him off the team.
Gee.
They'll take away his sweater.
And it's turning cool, too.
They won't even let him watch American Bandstand.
Is there no pity anywhere?
So, you're great, big, wonderful moose.
That's me, all right.
Maybe you could see to it that Hard Knocks wins next Saturday.
Why not?
Bullwinkle, you can't do that.
I'm supposed to help ladies in distress.
But Chapter 3 says you never throw a game.
Well, you read your chapter, I'll read mine. What was that you called me, missy?
A great, big, wonderful schnook.
Sounds different this time.
Well, has Bullwinkle fallen prey to Boris and Natasha's vile scheme so quickly? Be with us next time for Standing Room Only, or Bullwinkle sells out.